Huami is achieving great success in its wearable segment for many years. So today I will be sharing my review on Amazfit Bip S after using it for 48 hours. So without wasting further more time, let's get straight into the video. Keeping things in budget, it has its own pros and cons that will be discussed at last part of the video. There is one more thing I will be discussing about its after sales service. So at first, let's talk about the display and build. Since it is a budget fitness tracker, the build is totally made up of plastic, that is polycarbonate. By no means it's a bad quality, cheap quality watch. It looks good and have a little bit of premium feel in it. The screen is 1.28-inch transflective color display, that is TFT panel over here, which is quite good looking. And the main advantage of having a transflective color display is that it is clearly visible in direct sunlight or in bright sunlight. The touch is quite smooth and responsive over here. Being transflective display, it saves a lot of battery power. It supports an always on display feature as well as, which is great thing over here. The 176x176 resolution is not good, but yeah, it's acceptable over here because it is transflective color display and having a always on display feature in it. It has a button on the side that is a physical pressable button which works for switching the menu inside this particular watch. The watch is very lightweight and doesn't cause any skin irritation or itchiness when you are wearing it. I am wearing it continuously from 48 hours, but yeah, it works quite good. Now let's talk about its features. This is the first fitness tracker to feature GPS and GLONASS that offers you 22 hours of continuous tracking on battery power. The watch supports to 10 sports mode with accurate workout tracking. The modes are outdoor running, treadmill, cycling and indoor cycling over here, freestyle, yoga, elliptical trainer is also inside it, open water, walking or pool swimming inside it. I used only two modes inside it, yoga and freestyle, when I was doing exercise and all. It is even 5 ATM water resistant, so it can survive underwater when you are swimming. It offers continuous heart rate tracking, heart rate measurement every single minute, and is powered by BioTracker PPG BioTracking optical sensor that consumes much less power over here. In real-time cycling test, I went out for a cycling test and at that time I disconnected the watch from my phone so that I can test it out whether it is getting the GPS data or not, and I turned on the cycling mode inside it. At starting it struggled a bit to get the GPS data, but after few minutes it gathered the data, GPS data. Then I started cycling and it started to track the data as well. After traveling a distance, it calculated everything. The route I traveled, it just shown me a map routing how much distance I traveled and how I covered the road. Heart rate throughout the cycling over here, my cycling speed even, and the distance that I traveled. Oh my god, it's amazing guys, without having connection with my phone. So yeah, it's great. All these things are visible in my smartphone and few of the details on the watch also. In this watch, you can control music from your watch. It can play, pause or move to next or previous track using your smartwatch only. But at that time, it is compulsory to be connected with your smartphone via Bluetooth. It can receive notifications from your phone, including all apps notification and messages. Calls can also be get silent or cutted using this watch itself. If it is connected via Bluetooth with your mobile, then only. It can track your sleep data as well. It has a timer stopwatch which works very well over here. In this smartwatch, there is a new thing that is compass, and compass also provides fairly accurate reading like east west, north south, and yeah, it's quite good and I love this feature. Now let's talk about the Amazfit application that you need for handling it. The watch can be connected with Amazfit application that is available at Play Store and App Store both. So if you are using an iPhone, you can download it from App Store, and in Android from Play Store. The UI of the application is quite smooth and great with all the required feature and necessary features. Basically, you can get all detailed data into it. Talking about the customization, it is not that great, but I'm not sure. Maybe in future it will be. I'm not sure about it. I'm telling this cause I have seen less watch faces inside it and in the application too, and there is no any method of inserting external watch faces into it. Maybe via OTA it will support. Overall, the UI is very user friendly and smooth over here. Now coming to battery, that is battery life. As per my usage, the battery dropped only 5%, so I think it can last up to 20 or 25 days on its full charge with a single charge. And they have advertised it 40 days of battery life, but I don't think it can go up to more than 30 days or 35 days. For charging, there is a dock provided which doesn't have a magnet in it, but the wire is quite long. And I love this thing over here because I have not seen this much long wire earlier with other charging docks that you get in other brand smartwatch or bands. So yeah, I like this part most. So this is the last part of the video, and now I will tell you the pros and cons of this particular watch. So let's start with the pros. You will get GPS tracking inbuilt into the device, so you don't need to connect your phone via Bluetooth when you are using the device. A good battery life, a great sunlight visibility outside. You can work with both Android as well as iOS devices. It is lightweight and compact design. Now let's come to the cons. There are only two cons that I have seen in this particular watch. You cannot reply to the notifications, but it is not a con because it is a budget fitness tracker, but I have inserted it because you guys will say that I am biased about this particular device. So I'm not biased, that's why I inserted it into the cons. You will get less number of watch faces. Yeah, because customization is a very huge thing for me at least. Okay, no problem. So that's it guys. Now let's talk about the after sale service, because this is the most crucial thing in any device. So I was concerned about it, and on my previous Amazfit video, one of the subscriber commented that he was not happy with the after sale service of this particular Amazfit smartwatch. So I thought to include it. So I contacted them via the phone number that they provided in the invoice bill. And I like to mention over here, I've searched the whole website. They're not having any contact section. The only way you can contact them is through emails, and I don't think they will reply quickly. So I contacted them via the invoice bill. They have mentioned their shop address over there or the office address. So they picked the call and they told me, okay sir, if you're having any problem in future in your watch, then you can directly contact us and we will provide you the next unit or a new unit. Then I told how. Then they told me, we will pick the product from your end. Then after receiving the product, we will arrange a new delivery to your address. Then I asked them who will bear the cost. Then he told me, sir, we will bear the cost, we will arrange everything for you. So then I was little satisfied, or I am little satisfied now. Okay, so they responded very quickly via the phone, over the phone, but I told them, please put a press section on your website as well from where people can contact you. So that's it for the video guys. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up. If I've did many mistake in this video, then do let me know in the comment section below. I am a human being. The mistakes can be happen. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more cool videos like this. Till then, a peace out guys, and bye bye.